Joined right now by quarterbacks coach Luke Huard, and let's talk about your stable of quarterbacks. Obviously, you got a starting senior returning in Nick Arbuckle. Amir Scaife is a year older, and you brought in a few other faces, including Aaron Winchester out of Mount Pisgah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm very excited about our group. Obviously, with Nick having, this is our third year, having a returning starter is a nice thing to have. And he's just come a very, very long way from this point last year as far as commanding the offense and making great decisions and, really stepping up in the leadership role because he's not a new guy anymore. He performed well last year, so I think he's earned the respect of the team. He knows he's got to play even better this year. And so far in training camp, he's done the things that we've asked him to do. He's done a nice job leadership-wise and looking for, great things from him this year and just making sure he manages the game and throws with a high completion percentage, takes care of the ball. We got great weapons around him, so as long as he just distributes it and evenly to the guy the ball's supposed to go to, he's going to have a heck of a senior year.
And he and I were talking with the depth at running back as compared to a year ago, and you look at all the yards that he threw for, over 3,200 yards, 23 touchdowns, looking forward to a nice, better balance on the offensive side of the ball this year.
There's no question. I mean, a big part of the philosophy of our football team, not just our offense, but our football team, is to play great defense and run the football. And they go hand in hand. For us to help our defense, we got to run the football better. We got to be able to stay on the field. And when we get in the red zone, we got to come away with touchdowns. That's one thing last year when you look at our offense. We did not do a good enough job in the red zone scoring touchdowns. With an improved run game, that's going to help us tremendously. And obviously, you don't want to be in a situation where you have to, drop back pass all the time. So when you're running the ball effectively, it opens up things in the play action game. And I think that's where you'll see our offense take some strides is in the play action game because we're going to run the football, much better this year because we do. We got some playmakers in the backfield that can do some things with the ball in their hands, but also our front offensively has gotten better. And there's some stability there, some depth there. It's not just five guys, but there's more than that can come in and when called upon. So certainly balance is a key word for us because if we run the football, it helps your entire football team, and we got to do a better job of that this year.
So we know that Nick will start. How's Amir coming along, Amir Scaife?
Amir's having some good days and some days that we're learning from. Obviously last year he spent most of the time on the scout team, so he was running other people's offenses off cards. Now he's getting a lot of live bullets. Our defense does a lot of neat stuff schematically, which is great for a young quarterback because it challenges him because he's going to see a lot of different pictures. So right now Amir's just working on putting it all together. During training camp you get challenged mentally, and when you do and you're trying to make the right reads and identify the right defenses, you still got to maintain your skills and your fundamentals. And so that finding that balance of, all right, this is what I'm reading, this is my progression, this is the front, the coverage, but also maintaining your technique and your fundamentals so everything goes hand in hand. So there's been some great plays for him here, some plays to really build off of, and then there's some plays that we're learning from and just putting the whole thing together. But he's going to be a fine player, and he's getting better, and he cares, he's invested. All of our quarterbacks are fun to coach because they all care. They all want to do well. They're invested. They're committed. They watch extra film. And, Amir keeps taking 2 steps forward, maybe a half a step back. But we'll keep marching on, taking steps forward, and he's going to be a fine player for us.
All right, Coach, appreciate it. Looking forward to September 4th in the Georgia Dome.
So are we. Thank you.